I'm also loving the stripes.
Oh, thank you.
You decided to roll with it.
I just,
I love it.
I want to be comfy.
I'm here for
I've been
it.
on my feet all day.
How was work?
It was good. Yeah. Nothing to report. It was work. Although, my youngest student was she just clocked it today that I got the haircut. Today we're in circle time and she goes, Miss Winder's new hair. And I was like, yeah, I did get new hair. And she was like, no. I was like, what? She was trying to pull her hair forward.
Yeah.
She's like, no. Like, I don't know. I don't think could comprehend that I got new hair. It was fun. But
Have you ever I've done that where I'm like, how would I look? Thanks.
I actually used to, because my hair was long enough that I could take this and then I would put it up like that and then
Yeah.
I put a bandana.
Oh.
So then you could actually,
Wow.
I actually looked like I had bangs.
Look at you. Now you just got them.
Now I just have them.
I had them when I was a kid, and it was not a good look for me.
Really?
I had a bob and
You-
bangs.
You have a perfect forehead, though. Like, it's
Thank you.
short. It's not like a long forehead. You know, most people who have bangs, it's because they have a long forehead. So then it looks good because it evens out their face. But you already have a really good even face.
You know, I once had a seminar teacher told me I was perfectly symmetrical.
You are, and that's actually why people are beautiful. It's because they're symmetrical,
Thank you.
apparently. So, you're beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Hello, welcome to Never a Dull Moment. I'm Mackenzie.
I'm Abby.
Who are
Welcome
you?
back.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
It's been a day, okay?
Yes. Yeah.
It's been a
Um,
weekend. It's been a weekend.
It has been a weekend. I forgot it was the weekend. This is the longest week of my life.
Dude. So I ended up staying the weekend at Mackenzie's because there was a huge game and then there was a huge parade for the Arsenal team
Mhm.
and over 1.5 million people were reported in the area.
That's insane.
And I heard the other day that there were like 5 confirmed stabbings.
Was that just to like get media, or was that like a legit
I have no idea.
statistic?
But it made me glad I wasn't here.
Yeah.
Because
No, I'm glad you were here. I just know that like Black Friday, there's always a news report that's like someone was bombed, and it's like another alert.
yeah. But it was sketchy. Just walking from the station to my apartment that
Mhm.
night, the parade had been over for like 8 hours.
You should have stayed another
I should
night.
have stayed, but it was insane. People were everywhere. Trash was everywhere. It felt like doomsday had happened.
Yeah.
That's really how it felt.
They cleaned up nice though.
They did. In 24 hours, it was gone.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of.
It looks better today than it has every other time I visited you. I'm
Although
like,
the bus
"Oh."
station, did you see? I think people broke it.
I honestly didn't look because I feel like you have a ton of people like that loiter around there.
Yeah.
So I keep my head down and I just
Smart.
I don't look at the bus stop.
Smart.
Yeah.
It's a great time over here.
It's so fun.
It's so fun.
Welcome to London. Love
was
it. Love it.
Yeah. So Mackenzie nicely housed me and fed me, which is always a win.
Yeah. I still have leftover pasta.
Kind of jealous.
And I think I was looking. I need to go buy some tomatoes, and then I think I had to make tomatoes. Sorry.
Tomatoes.
I'm turning into a Brit, and I'm fine with
Is
it.
that British or is that just
No, I think it's British.
posh?
Well, it's how our kids say it in school, and they're like 3. So
okay. Tomatoes.
tomatoes and water. That was the hardest one. Water. Go get your water bottle.
Ooh, that was good.
The first time I was like, get your water bottle, the kids were like, you could clock their face, and they were like, that didn't sound right. And I was like, okay, water bottle. Use a water
I've
bottle.
got the tube station. See it, say it, sort it. It's the only one I got down.
Oh, okay, because last week we talked about how bad the buses smell.
Oh no.
No, I was blessed.
Oh, okay.
Monday was a glorious day, you guys. First of all, got a haircut. I had an existential crisis, and I thought, do I get bangs or do I buy a plane ticket? And I did both. I bought a plane ticket for September, and I went and cut my hair. And anyway,
Which can we just appreciate? Because
it actually worked out really good, and only one person noticed the inspiration for the haircut. She was like, Allie, who? And I was like, I'm glad you clocked that.
campus.
Off campus. Everyone online was like, just remember, those are professionally styled bangs. Don't get a haircut. And I went, "Pfft, I can professionally style my bangs, I guess.
And it looks good.
I'm going to do it. Yeah, Monday was glorious because if anyone knows this, if you've been around children are brutally honest. Like, if a child tells you you're ugly, you're ugly. I'm sorry. You are. If a child tells it, because they just have no filters. So I was on the,
It's sadly true. Yeah.
sadly true, I was on playground duty, and this sweet little 6-year-old, I'm going to say, I don't even know, probably a 6-year-old, came over and was like, I like your fringe. And she had one too. And I was like, I like yours too. Like, thank you. And she stares at me and goes, you're gorgeous. And walked away. I was on a high the rest of the day. I was like, a 6-year-old said I was gorgeous.
Well, you are.
My life is made. And then I was on that high all day. And then I got on the bus at the end of the day. And I was prepared because it was hot. So I went up. I was on the second level. And I kind of sat by a window hoping to get a cross breeze. I did. I got the cross breeze. It was amazing. And the guy in front of me had good cologne on.
Ooh.
But not only that, the girl behind me, I don't know what perfume had on or if she was eating, but it smelled like those sour peach candies.
Ooh, peach rings.
Nope.
No.
Nope. The little ones. Are these a Canadian?
They might be because I'm thinking peach rings over here.
No, I don't really like peach rings.
Hmm.
Sour
What?
peaches.
The
No.
U.S. ones? The British ones
What?
suck.
These ones.
I don't think I've ever had that.
You've
Show
never
me.
had these?
I've
They
never
look
had
like
that.
this. And
See?
these,
Peach rings.
I don't like these peach rings. These ones are way better.
Hmm.
But I don't know if they are by...
Let's agree you're wrong on that.
They're fizzy peaches. They're called fizzy peaches. You come to Canada and we'll do a taste.
Okay.
And I will prove you wrong. Because they're so good. But it's not like that.
Nice.
I was in heaven. I was like, this is the best day ever. And it was a Monday. I went in thinking it was going to be crazy, but it was actually beautiful.
I was on the bus today. So we switch weathers because in London that's what you do, right?
Mhm.
Last week was 90s, 80s, and bloody hot.
High, the 28, 30s for the Celsius people.
But this week it's been raining every day. So we dropped down to the 60s, 70s, which is awesome, but everything's wet. So I was
Yeah,
on the
that's
bus
true.
today and the window was open and it
No.
soaked through to the seat. And I didn't sit there. Luckily, I caught it first. But this little girl walked in and sat down
No.
and started crying. I felt so bad. And so after that, everyone who went close to it was like, it's wet. It's wet. I
You're
spent
s-
a
you're s-
45-minute bus ride telling people it's wet. As I'm reading, I'm like, it's wet. And then I go,
You know, that's... You got a good seat, though, because then you know you had no stranger sitting beside you.
well, it was in front of me.
Oh.
I wasn't going to sit next to the, no.
I would have sat next to the wet spot.
Mm.
Because then anyone coming and trying to sit beside you could be like, it's a wet seat, and then you have the whole seat to yourself.
I had the whole seat anyway.
Oh, nice.
So it worked out.
I have to catch a certain bus in the morning to be able to have a seat empty beside me.
Yeah.
But-
We're also dealing with strikes this week because London transportation is fantastic.
So good.
So today's been lucky. It hasn't been bad today.
No, I had to take 3 different tubes to get here.
Oh.
And it was really good.
Yeah.
I got a seat on every one of them. I have one more thing.
I knew there was something.
This is hysterical. Get this text. Gotta love brothers. Oh, guys, I get this text from my brother, and I was laughing so hard. He goes, he's like, Mac, I'm sorry if I haven't been able to talk to you lately. Do you need anything? I see you and I love you. I'm sorry if you felt like you had to get bangs for us to see you. Are you going through something? Don't be scared to get the help you need. There are people willing to talk you through whatever you're going through.
I mean,
And it took me a second to be like, what? Because the first part I was like, I see you and I love you. I'm like, what has happened to you? Someone like kind possessed you? Anyways, just kidding. I'm just kidding. My older brother is fantastic and I love him to death. But I was like, what is wrong? So then I just,
because I would have the same thought process of like, did someone take your
Yeah.
phone?
yeah, I was like, what's wrong? So I had to get bangs so
Yeah.
that you talk to me again. I was like, I know you must be struggling without me there.
Is that what it takes to get your siblings to call? Just kidding.
He still hasn't called me. Come on, Nathan. Call me. I genuinely always call him. But I mean, to be fair, I always end up calling him when he's at work.
The time difference is hard.
It is.
I'm, what, 7 hours? I think you...
I'm 7. Yeah, I'm split between because my mom is 4 hours different and my brothers are 7 hours different.
Yeah. My mom always ends up calling me at 3 a.m. Almost without fail.
Yeah.
Maybe 1 a.m. She's like, oops, I forgot. I'm like, no, you didn't. I love you, Julie.
My mom is the opposite. I called her yesterday and she got another call in and was like, I'm going to have to call you back. I just
Never
learned she
do.
doesn't call me back, but it actually works out beautifully because every time this week that she said, I'll call you back and then hasn't called me back, I've fallen asleep.
Oh, well, did it actually go through? Because you turn your do not disturb on.
No, but I still wake up to messages. Like, I was going to bed last night and I clicked on my phone and I saw messages that had come through after the do not disturb hit and she didn't try to call me.
How do I know this? Because I've tried to get a hold of her several times.
I'm horrible.
So, I mean, we introduced ourselves last time a little bit. But the funny thing about Mackenzie and I is we are complete opposites. I mean, if our outfits don't show it, I don't know what else really does. But like, I mean, even our drink of choice.
I drink water. Water is my number one drink.
You won't see me without a Diet Coke.
Yeah.
I
Rarely.
barely drink water.
Yeah, every time she comes over to the house, I make her have a glass of water at my house.
Right? She's colorful and vibrant. I'm like in black and white 90% of the time. OCD, ADHD a little bit, right? Like we are polar opposites and yet it works so well. But this is one of the things is she's an early riser.
Yeah, I really am.
She wakes up by the time I go to bed. And that's the sad part.
That's scary though to me when you're like, yeah, I fell asleep at 5 this morning. I'm like, ma'am, I was snoozing my alarm. Like,
yeah. So it's funny because like we send reels all day. I will send them usually at like 2, 3 a.m.
I wake up and I watch her reels first thing in the morning.
Yeah. And then I wake up to like 20 reels that she sent at 7 a.m. And I'm like, why are you up?
That's my bus stop before I get on the bus. I'll scroll and send you reels.
I love it.
And then when I get on the bus after work, I have to decompress. So I also send reels. So you know when I'm done work.
Yeah. It's nice. But it's just so funny because it's opposite, but it works. So like I have random thought processes at 3 a.m. because that's how my brain works. And I just start voice memoing Mackenzie. I'm like,
It's the best when I wake up to like 3 different voice notes, like hours apart. And I'm like, her thought process was great last night.
Yeah.
And then I'll usually voice note and be like, so my dream. This is my update for the morning.
It's great. Yeah, because my brain is kind of like 20 different tabs open on a computer where half of them are frozen and I have no idea where the music is.
Yeah.
That's basically how it works. So
Mine's silent.
yeah, I don't know what that feels like.
I don't know.
It scares me, actually.
I don't know how you survive.
It's loud.
Yeah.
It's loud. Hence why at 3 a.m. you get a voice note going, so I've thought about this. Would
Yeah.
it work? I can't shut down.
I am so sorry.
Because it works
Many
because we
times I'm like,
compliment.
"Oh, we really do. It works great. That's why we're friends.
And why traveling works so well for us, which is
Yes.
what we were going to talk about today.
I mean, if you can't tell, we both have traveled to London. I moved here on my own, actually. I got my apartment and everything
Showed
by
up by yourself.
myself. Yeah, that was like a little miracle. I was in Sheffield, took the train down, found my apartment. It was the first one I looked at.
Actually, got lucky.
I got so lucky, you guys.
I love her.
We have to do an episode just on my flatmates. 'Cause
They're so fun.
I love them. They're incredible.
I do too. I'm an honorary flatmate.
Yes, you are. Every time we have something, they're like, "So is Abby coming?" I'm like, "Yes, she is." You came over for a study abroad, though.
I came over in 2022 for study abroad. We did music, art, and culture.
Nice.
And since then, I have been trying to find a way back. So I found a master's program and came. I tried to find an apartment
Mm-hmm.
all the way from Utah,
Yeah.
but I didn't understand how things worked and different neighborhoods. And I thought I was closer than I was, but I was out in like Finchley.
Oh, yeah.
But like
So-
Finchley Road, like clear out.
Ooh.
It was like an hour out.
Yeah, because Finchley's way up there.
So when I actually moved here, my dad came with me.
Mm-hmm.
We went and saw the apartment. It was not great.
Oh, no.
So then we spent a week trying to figure it out.
Mhm.
And then he left and my mom came. And we met in Paris because she wanted to go to Paris.
Of course. Because
Of
why
course.
not?
And then we found student accommodations. That's how I ended up here. Most of my other abroad travels, though, have all been alone. Well, with groups, normally, but of my family. I've been out of the country twice with my family.
Oh, fair.
Or someone I know.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Well, I've had a connection in every place I've gone.
Yeah.
So, like, my first trip to Italy, I had a family I stayed with. But then I went and toured by myself. Like,
Oh,
I
nice.
did like a week with them and 2 weeks by myself.
Mm.
And then, yeah. I'm trying to think where else I've gone by myself. I did it. Yeah, no, actually, I've traveled a lot with other people.
Yeah. Well, like, I knew some people, so I did 3 study abroads through BYU.
Yeah.
And then I did a research project through them as well.
Right.
And so, like, we were always with people we had met before.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really know them until you're here.
Yeah.
Or on whatever trip you're on.
Yeah.
The second study abroad I did was actually with people I had done the first one with.
Oh, nice.
So there was a big overlap on that
Yeah.
one. But it was
Seeing
fun.
who they were. That's awesome.
But I've also done, like, humanitarian trips where I knew no one.
Mhm.
I just hopped on a plane.
Yeah, that was my Morocco trip.
I'm
Is
so
it-
jealous of that trip.
I met people through Instagram, and then we went to Morocco. So I did get to chat with them. So I got to see their faces, and I for sure knew like our amazing guide. And then, yeah, got there and met everyone the day of. And I'm actually going to drinks with them this week. So, yeah, we stay in touch, which is awesome. Which is, I think, the best part of traveling is because you just
yeah.
meet random people. And it's funny because, like, my first time coming over, I stayed with, like, different families. Anytime I traveled anywhere, my mom always freaks out, especially if I'm alone, to stay in a hostel, which is valid. It's
yeah.
very valid. You're
Yeah.
a woman alone. But it's, like, the only way I'll travel now.
Really?
Because, like, my first hostel, I met amazing people.
Oh, yeah. That's my favorite part about traveling. Is you meet
Mm-hmm.
just, you never know who you're going to meet. So, Mackenzie and I decided we were going to go to Denmark. Yeah. So we decided, we bought tickets, we hopped on a plane, we get to Denmark. Everything's in Danish.
Yeah. Also, you have to realize that I forgot they are opposite us. So, like, England is the wrong side of the road from North America.
Yes.
So, all, like, buses, everything is the opposite. So, we got off the airport. Everything was in Danish.
So we have been living in London. We just assume we're going to follow. We bought a train ticket to go into the city from the airport. There was a timestamp on the clock, and we're like, oh, great, this is our train. So we hop on.
Not realizing that mentally we were on the wrong side of the track of which direction we were going.
And someone comes to check our tickets.
Yeah.
And they look at us.
Well, no, we had been tracking. We were,
Oh, yeah, we were
tracking
tracking.
on our maps, and we were like, "We're going the wrong way."
Yeah,
like it
something
says
doesn't
we're
feel
going
right.
to the ocean, but then it wouldn't load correctly, so we had to keep reloading it.
And the guy across from us was just judging.
That was the old man.
The old man
Yeah,
was just judging. And he was checking our tickets, and he goes, "You're on the wrong train." And we're like, "Oh." And we're like, "What do you mean?" And he goes, "You're on your way to
Sweden.
Sweden."
Yeah.
So we're like, "Oh." And he's like, "Don't worry, it happens all the time. Just get off at the next stop and go the other way." So we're laughing hysterically on this train because we're like, of course, of all the people.
It was also late at night. Like we were tired.
It's like 11:30.
I think I cried.
Yeah.
I laughed so hard I cried, and the old man across from us, I think, started like getting mad at us in Danish.
Yes.
He straight up was like, "You idiot!"
Yeah. You would have thought we like kicked a puppy.
Yeah,
with
he
how
was not happy.
He looked so disappointed in our life choices. And I'm like, dude, I don't know what's going on. I'm just here. So we get off. And we're just like, dude, we're in Sweden. Like, what just happened?
Yeah, we went and took a picture. It was dark, but we're like, Sweden.
And then we walked to the thing, and it's just us on this empty platform.
Yeah, and it was confusing because it was saying something about on the board that we were trying to find. It was in Swedish. Was saying like A1 or 1A or just 1. And so we were like, what platform should we be on to get back?
So we found someone.
Just one random guy.
One guy.
One guy.
And I walk up and I'm like, do you speak English?
Yeah.
And of all places in the world, in Sweden, we found a German.
yeah.
Who speaks perfect English. And he's like, yeah.
And he spoke Danish.
And Danish.
And Danish as well. So that was great because he told us some words.
Yeah, and we're like, we're just trying to get to Copenhagen.
Yeah.
We just got on the wrong train. And he's like, come with us. And so, yeah, we made a friend, a random stranger in the middle of the night in Sweden
Yeah.
to make our way to Copenhagen.
Yeah.
But it's fine. We lived.
We got a selfie with him. He gave good vibes.
You get good vibes, yeah.
Yeah.
But like we were saying, it's fun to meet random people.
Yeah, we meet really good people. We ticked off that lady on the train, though, because the lady that came to check our ticket, we tried to explain, and she was like, and then gave us our ticket back. She's like, yeah. We were like,
She's like, it happens
this
more than you
happens
think.
a lot, and you hate that this happens. Denmark was great.
It
We
was
stayed
fun.
in Copenhagen. Here's the thing that we are also polar opposites in. I'm a morning person. When I travel country, I am up. Okay, yeah.
We were 3 hours early for our flight. 3 hours. We were 4 hours early for our flight.
Because okay, that was my bad.
4 hours.
I try to be 2 to 3 hours early.
I like,
which
is
is
fine.
I tend towards more of the 3 because you never know with transit and stuff. I looked at the wrong map though. I calculated the location wrong, and so when I originally calculated it, it said we would need over an hour to get to the airport, and we needed like 45 minutes.
So we're sitting in the airport for 4 hours. Hence the difference. If I go somewhere, I show up maybe an hour before.
I don't know how you do that. That
And
gives
I'm
me
good.
anxiety thinking about that. I'm a type A.
So she's a morning person. So the first day of Copenhagen, she's like, we're getting up, we're getting going.
Okay, I did not realize. Fun fact: if you are doing Copenhagen, well, okay, no,
Take the morning.
yeah.
Things don't
Here's-
open till 10.
Nothing opens till 10.
And yet we
But-
left at like 8:30.
Here was my thought
Bright
process.
idea.
Though. Here was my thought process, though. This is how I travel. I was like, all of these places, because we had different statues that we wanted to go get pictures with. So I
By the way,
mapped
you
it
can
out.
walk all of Copenhagen. It's not a big city.
Yeah, no. Well, we took the bus. Also, great.
We took the bus out to the temple.
Yeah, we did a day out to the temple.
Nope, same day. It wasn't even a full day. Anyway, continue. Continue with the statues.
Okay. So I mapped it out and I said, we want to go to all of these places to get pictures before the buildings open. So I was like, let's walk it and see Copenhagen. So we got up to walk 45 minutes to see the statues. We then...
It wasn't. Because another thing, she speed walks. Everywhere we go. Granted, I'm all of
that's
5
why
foot.
I gave us 45 minutes. It's because I knew I'd have to slow down. You guys, I'm 2 inches taller than her.
And yet she runs. I don't run for anybody.
Here's my fun fact. I actually love this skill. We were walking the park the other day, and we have a friend who's 6 feet tall. And I was keeping pace with her. And I was like, this is just a normal walk for me. And
was in the back.
Abby was in the back. And she at one point was like, Mackenzie, hi. She's like, I told you you were fast. I do. I
also go, Mackenzie, turn left! Because, of course, I was in charge of directions.
Yeah, you were in charge of directions, and I was like, I'm keeping up. We are walking fast. So, yeah, I have to learn to slow down when I walk
It's
with
just,
you.
she speed walk. Here's my thing. I don't run for anybody. I'd run if I'm being chased, and even then, this is one of my
I know.
all-time
What?
favorite Mackenzie quotes. Because I said, I would only run if I'm being chased. And she goes, you wouldn't even run then. You'd talk your way out of it. It's like, you're not wrong. It was one of my favorite quotes.
It's so true.
It's so true.
It's so true, though. You can talk your way into anything, though, because you're an incredible talker. So we were in Denmark, lots of places we ended up not going in,
But we went to gift shops.
and in one of the gift shops there was this guy. I swear I thought he hated us.
Yeah.
He was like,
He was grumpy.
he had a resting bee face.
He did.
I looked at him and I was like, he thinks we're stealing things. So she picks out.
I'm walking around.
Was this the thing you picked up?
This is it.
She goes and picks it up like this, knocks the display over.
I didn't know the head was going to come off, okay? He's cute. Look how cute he is. You can go happy face, sad face. This is what he told me.
Yes.
So after I accidentally thought I destroyed the entire thing, he starts laughing at me.
Yeah, 'cause I thought he was gonna get mad.
I thought so too. No, full on hysterics. He
Yeah.
thought it was hilarious. And then he's like, no, this is good because you go happy face, happy face.
And he was like, right now, sad face.
Sad
Like,
face.
it was so funny. So then we get to the till for her to buy that.
Because he's cute.
And she is just like, so tell us. I was
What's
like,
worth it here?
no, yeah, you were like, is it worth it? Because you asked about the museums.
Yeah.
You were like, is it worth it for this? And then he wrote down I still have the sticky note. Yeah, he wrote down on the sticky note, like, the things we need to go see.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, for food, where's food? Because I love to travel for the food. So I was like, where do the locals go? And he pulled out another sticky note and wrote down where we needed to eat. And it was the
was
best
good.
recommendation ever. And
was
we,
good.
yeah, we went over, got some lunch. It was very funny, though, because you go to Denmark, and I was thinking we're going to have, like, Danish pastries, something. No, we went and got Italian food. You had pasta, and I had a really good sandwich. It, like, yeah, I mean, but it was a local Italian market that he... Okay, it was an Italian sandwich. It was like focaccia and meat and arugula and...
No, but you started so big and then you go, sandwich.
I got a sandwich. I got a sandwich because it was really good. And the guy flirted with me at the till, and it was awesome.
You did?
I thought I did. I thought he went over and was like,
No, I was a little invested in my homemade pasta.
"You were watching your homemade pasta." So it was fantastic. And fun fact: we did everything he recommended and walked
And everything we wanted to do.
pretty much all of Denmark by 2 p.m.
We got back to the hotel.
Oh
by
yeah,
1.
we go. Yeah, we were like, "Well, what do we do?" So we went back to the hotel and took a nap because I had us up at the crack of dawn. Also, I think the funniest part about our whole trip is that we got into our hotel room and it was king. We already had planned. We were like, we just need one room, so
Yeah.
it was a king size bed, and the toilet. You like walk in and the toilet's on the side, and it's like toilet and shower in one, but then it's just all glass,
Which, yeah,
the whole way around, and it was like
it's
tinted.
tempered.
It was tempered glass, but
Not really.
no.
You went in there and,
And
you're
then,
like,
no,
can
it
you...
was a curtain. It was a curtain. It was a sheer curtain. That's tempered glass. And then you have to pull the sheer curtain through. So she gets in there and it's like, can you see?
But I also had an iPad. It was kind of a cool hotel. I had an iPad. I could change the colors of the lights, and I could...
Oh yeah, she was turning off and on the lights.
She's in there, and I'm playing with...
So then she's like, what do you think of this? And all of a sudden the bathroom is like blue, and then it goes red, and then at one point I didn't realize you'd been playing like all on the iPad with it.
Yeah.
So I went over and thought I had to like click on something, and I clicked off.
I'm in the bathroom, by the way, and all of a sudden it was pitch black, and I'm like,
I think you were even showering. You were showering, and you were like, Mackenzie,
it's really dark.
and I couldn't get back on. Kid you not? I hit the light switch, and then I kept clicking it, and it wouldn't do anything. It turned the lights off, wouldn't turn them back on. So then in the dark, I had to try and find this iPad and try to turn it on, and I was like, I didn't even know. So anyway, we got the lights on.
We figured it out. She
Yeah.
didn't touch the iPad after that.
No, I really didn't. And then even I've learned, that's the other thing about a relationship. I am not technologically prone. Like, you have good technology skills, and I'm
I
like,
grew up in a tech family, though.
yeah, that's fair.
I mean,
I grew up with a mom who we went a year without TV.
oh yeah, no.
That was her goal. And we did it.
We had watch parties for the latest Apple launches. I mean, I didn't, but my family did.
We were so bad.
Yeah, so we, and then we chat, right? I mean, you're watching what is like maybe 10 minutes of our normal interactions.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was late night, so we decided to take a nap.
It was a glorious nap.
It was
because,
also freezing in Denmark.
oh, it was so cold. I went and bought gloves.
It was so cold. And then we decided to go to the temple, because there's a temple in Denmark.
Yeah.
Which was really cool.
We were there for
2 days.
two full days.
So that was our first day in Denmark.
Yeah.
Which was super fun.
Yeah.
Also, Mackenzie made fun of me because we got in. Let me go back. The first night we got in, speaking of her food travel, I'm starving because we didn't eat. I was hungry and I was starting to get grumpy. So I'm like, let's go get food. It's midnight. Nothing's open.
No.
And I'm like, we're going to McDonald's. And Mackenzie's like, no, we're in Denmark. We should go.
No. Yeah.
Yes. We should get Danish food. I'm like, I'm going to McDonald's. You
So
can
we
come
did, okay, she did appease me, and we went to 7-Eleven first to see if we could get any good Danishes.
Yes.
There was none.
There was nothing.
So we went to McDonald's. And
It had a cool conveyor
it
belt.
turned out to be a really cool McDonald's
Yeah.
because our food came from upstairs through a conveyor belt.
It was awesome.
It was cool.
But I laughed because we called your mom after.
Yeah.
And your mom was like, you went to McDonald's? And I'm like, yes, it's midnight and I'm hungry.
I get it from my family.
I'm like, stop judging my food choices.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And did we ever get Danishes?
No.
No, because we did find a local there and asked them for recommendations, and they said
We don't have.
it went downhill. And they were like, the Danishes here aren't really good. Yeah, so we did the temple. We did everything day one in Denmark. And then we were, that night, we were like, well, what do we do? So we were like, why don't we go back to Sweden? So we did. We hopped a train,
Yeah.
went to Sweden. I was really hoping to get Swedish, talking about food, really wanted Swedish meatballs. I'm like, we're in Sweden. I feel like IKEA, that's the thing you do. IKEA Swedish. I just feel like that's their thing is Swedish meatballs. You guys, we couldn't find a restaurant with Swedish meatballs that was less than 50 euros
It was expensive.
for a plate. And we ended up at an English pub. That's what we had for dinner, is we went for an English pub.
I mean,
But
we did
breakfast
brunch.
Brunch was really good.
That was really good. That was. I had eggs Benedict. If
I
I
had
remember
blueberry
correctly.
pancakes with Canadian maple syrup.
See, I'm corrupting her. It's fine.
You really are.
I got Swedish fish though in Sweden. That was very exciting for me.
Yeah, we did.
That was
go
the
to
one thing I wanted.
We went to the shop.
But I have to say, I think I like Sweden better. Than Copenhagen was beautiful. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But the little island, coastal town we were on in Sweden
Mhm.
was beautiful.
Where
Just
were
gonna
we?
look it up. I'm freezing. I have a full winter coat, hat, all of this. And you know what Mackenzie thinks is a fun idea? Let's go to the beach. So we're dressed head to toe parka, and we're out on a freaking dock in the middle of the water.
With the wind whipping the icy water up.
I was so cold.
But we did it because we were in Malmo.
Malmo.
I'm probably saying that completely wrong.
It's fine.
But we were in Malmo, and it's known for its iconic bridge picture.
It's the longest coastal bridge because it connects Sweden,
Yeah, longest.
Denmark,
Thank you. Yeah,
which is what we went
longest
over.
Coastal bridge. So I was like, we have to go see that. So we
cl-
did.
Yeah,
And
so
you skated on ice.
I did.
in
It
your
was fun.
boots.
That was
No, you in your running shoes.
I was in my
You
tennis shoes.
didn't even bring boots.
No.
I was in my hiking boots.
Yeah, I was in my Nikes.
You were in your Nikes.
So cold.
It was very cold.
But we had a lot of fun. We also went to a Palace Art Museum, Aquarium, Natural History Museum,
It
all in
was
one building.
Awesome.
It was so much fun. The
It-
aquarium was so.
Yeah, we went in and got hot chocolate and then toured that.
That was great.
Warmed up there.
And then we went to the stupid ocean.
Went to the ocean.
But it was a fun trip. We had a good time.
It was fantastic. Yeah. We did great. And we did sleep in before we went to Sweden. That was our one thing.
Sleep in meaning 9. Thank you very much.
We slept until 9. We didn't leave till 10.
9:30. I'm telling you, she's gonna kill me.
Guys.
She's gonna be the death of me at some point.
No, I'm going to save your life because I'm going to be the one that gets you back on a sleeping routine.
Probably.
Also, I was thinking about this. You know how we were talking about tropes in books?
Yeah.
So there's micro tropes within a book. So like the main trope could be enemies to lovers. But then a mini trope that you can look for in any kind of book would be like, there's only one bed. And so, which is like they show up to a hotel, realize that they got the booking wrong. And so there's one bed and
I never understood that trope.
I don't either because I'm like, be an adult.
Sleep on the floor.
Either sleep on the floor or just be an adult and control yourself.
Yeah.
Sleep in bed.
No,
But
that one.
I was
never
thinking this
understood.
because
Continue.
we share a bed when we are traveling. Yeah, it's way cheaper.
We weren't close at
We-
all. There was a fort.
But we didn't, like,
Yeah,
in
no.
the books, they're like, oh, we have to put a fort of pillows. I'm sorry. We didn't have to put a fort of pillows, and you and I both slept, and I didn't once wake up thinking, oh, that's Abby. Like,
Yeah,
she's
no.
kicked me.
No.
No, And
in the books too, they're always like, "Oh, it was an accidental."
Yeah, I
Or I
woke
could
up and I
feel
was
the
on
heat.
his chest. I'm like,
You know,
I'm not. I don't think. Maybe it's just because I'm not a cuddler. Because I did not.
I am, but you didn't see me
No, you didn't end up clinging on to me.
koala-bearing you.
No. Even when we napped, we did not. We literally didn't move.
No,
I woke up before her, and I was like, I woke up in the same spot. And I look over, she's in the same spot
I
she
was
fell
in the
asleep in. So I don't understand how that trope works.
I don't
because
either.
I'm like, just be an adult. Roll over, fall asleep,
figure it out.
or sleep on the floor. Sleep in the shower. You can still see each other.
Hey, you know what? Made for a good adventure.
I really did.
It also we kept turning. So traveling with people is always entertaining because everyone does things differently, right? You never know what's gonna happen. Every time I've traveled with a friend, it's been slightly different. But I
How
love
have your other friends reacted?
I've never turned the shower on. But we get there and I'm playing with the lights because I'm having fun. And Mackenzie's like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I was like, okay. And she goes in. And the first thing she does is turn on the shower. I'm like, okay. So it became the theme the whole trip is that anytime anyone went into the bathroom, they turned the shower on. But that's the funny thing because I've traveled with other people and it's like, no one cares. And then all of a sudden it's just like, shh. It's like, all right, this is what we're doing. I just went with it.
I just get
Because we didn't have a lot going on with the glass. Anyway.
that was my problem, is because I was like, you already have the glass where I feel like you can see in. But
Yeah.
I was like, I just feel like I have no privacy, that at least in my head, I'm like, you can't hear me.
Yeah. It worked out. Anyway, so tips of traveling with friends, I think it's communicating.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Not every person you can travel with. I will be honest on that.
It's, yeah.
I have good friends that I've learned very quickly I cannot travel with them.
Yeah.
It's stressful.
Yeah.
But you and I think it's because we complement.
Yeah. It's so true. I also feel like, tons of people say communication, but I feel like to narrow that down, I think you need to communicate budget.
Yeah.
Like, we went into it, she knew I was broke. Like, I was like, I'm fine to just see the outside of everything. And if you want to spend that money and you have that money and you want to go inside, I will wait for you.
Yeah.
Like, we very much communicated that of like, I can go and sit in a cafe or something for a cheap hot chocolate if you want to go tour the castles or whatever. So yeah, lots of communication on that. Budgeting. Yeah, communication on time and stuff. Because we did chat. Like, I wanted to get up earlier than we did.
And I stayed up late.
And
It worked well.
But she was like, no, I think we can sleep in. Like, it was a lot of like, okay, where's the in-between?
I mean, after the first day of waking me up at the butt crack of dawn
Yeah.
and learning I didn't have to be up at the butt crack of dawn, we did reconsider the next day, and I was like, no, we're going to sleep in.
And I was like, that's fair. We can do that.
It works. I think expectations, too.
Yeah.
Right? What did we want out of the trip?
Yeah.
Was it just for photos? Was it for food? What were we going for?
Which was nice, though, because we each put in our requests.
Yeah,
And
what
we
we
just
wanted
made
to see.
sure we hit it all. I was the foodie. You had the pictures.
There were certain places I wanted to see.
Yeah.
My dad always says, like, you can't get mad at someone for not hitting your expectations if you never told them what they were.
Yeah, you didn't tell them.
Right? So that's one thing to communicate. And then just laugh at your misfortune.
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing about what we do because, like we said, we got lost. The very first moment we landed in the freaking country,
Yeah.
we went the wrong way.
And you actually, it was funny because you turned to me and you were like, I think you're the only person I've traveled with that is laughing at this. Like,
Yeah.
everyone else would have been ticked. Also, I was very
Or
impressed because
panicking.
we were laughing a ton, but you were also hangry.
I wasn't.
And I was impressed because, yeah, by the time we got to the hotel, also just communicate that because we got to the hotel and she was like, I don't care anymore where we eat because I am starving. And
Yeah, I
I was
need
like,
food.
same. And it was like, okay, she's hangry. We're just going to go with it. We're going to McDonald's.
Yeah.
And I was also hungry and was like, I'm not walking anymore.
Yeah.
And so that worked out great.
But nothing's going to go according to plan. It never does.
No.
Life doesn't, right? And especially traveling with people because you've got different personalities, you got different expectations.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't laugh at it, it's
Mhm.
going to kill you
Yeah.
because
It's so
things are
true.
going to go wrong. They always do.
Mm-hmm.
I was freezing my butt off in an ocean but I was laughing my butt off at the same time, right?
Because of me. Thank you for.
Thank you. Right?
Hey, but also remember, like, sometimes I feel like if you're gonna travel, yeah, you have to know your expectations are
Yeah.
all like it's gonna be different. But I also think you have to accommodate and realize, like, because I mean, do you regret going to the ocean?
No.
Because I feel like there was other things that we did that I was like, I would not have thought to do that, like the Castle Aquarium thing, where you were like, let's go to that. So much fun.
It was fun.
Wasn't even on my radar, but she was like, we need to go do this because I love aquariums, and I was like, perfect, let's do it.
Who else finds a building that was an insane asylum, a castle,
Yeah.
an art museum, an aquarium, and a natural history museum in one? I was intrigued.
I'm not saying don't ever say no, but also like
Go with
I
it.
feel like that's the joy of it. Because like I've traveled to other places, and that's also the joy. Like I was saying before, of meeting people in hostels is, I met a girl in Italy, and she was like, "Oh, I'm going and doing this thing tonight." Didn't even know it was a thing, and I was like, "Can I come?"
Yeah.
So we went. Like it just. You meet people and you have
Be
so many
open.
different more experiences if you are open to traveling. Not to say you can't be a very type A and like stick to your plan, but you won't have as much fun, in my opinion.
And you won't be crying on the bus because you're laughing so hard.
Yeah.
Which is half the fun, if I'm being honest. My favorite memories are literally of when things go wrong.
Yeah.
Because if you're with the right people, there's so much more fun.
Exactly.
And if we hadn't gone on the train going the wrong way, we wouldn't have known we could get to Sweden that easily.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have gone the next day, right?
Yeah, it was a little miracle, actually.
It was,
That
because
we
we're like,
messed up.
cool, let's do it again. This time on purpose.
Yeah. And it worked. Yeah, it worked out so good. Also, know that it's okay if you are traveling with people to do your own thing.
Yes.
Like, and that could be anything. That could be like, I don't want to talk to you on the plane. This is my me time and I need to read a book. This is my, like, I could have said no to going to the aquarium.
Yeah.
And been like, you're going to go do that? I have something else on my radar I'm going to go do. Especially, I feel, ours was very chill. We had a ton of time. But if you're in a country and you can't figure out a plan and your friends are, like, wanting to go do something else, go and do it by yourself. Seriously. Make sure they have your location. Make sure you all know where you're going.
Safety.
But don't be afraid to be like, I don't want to do that. I'm going to do this. It's your money. You're spending it on your trip.
Yeah.
If it's going to cause friction, just make the choice of being like, no, we have to do this separately. And that's totally fine.
Yeah. I've done that on several of my trips, actually. So I did one of my study abroad started in Austria.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to look at the grounds of a castle.
Mm.
And in the grounds of the castle was a zoo.
Oh,
I don't know if you're picking up on the theme. Animals are exciting to me. And my friends are like, I don't want to pay for it. I'm like, okay, but I do.
Mm-hmm.
So I went in the zoo by myself, and I had a blast.
Yeah.
And I met him outside, and we went and did something else together later. But I was like, cool.
Yeah.
Right? You don't have to be joint at the hip. If you don't want to do something, don't do it.
Yeah.
But also be open to the different ideas.
Yeah.
Like going to the freezing cold ocean.
What's a country you would want to go back to?
I don't know. I think if I could go back anywhere right now,
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to go back to Athens. Athens, and then I really want to go to the islands off because we didn't get to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to have my Mamma Mia moment.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's one I would go back to. What about you?
Switzerland. Yeah. I think I'd go, well,
But you're very naturey, so this makes sense.
right now, yeah, I would do Switzerland. I feel like I'd want to go back and do some more hikes.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'd definitely go back to Swiss Alps.
I gotta go. I haven't been yet, so.
Okay, well, and I really want to go back because the last time I did, I went to the top of Europe. So it was like you took this train ride up, and there's a zip line that you are supposed to be able to take from like tip of the mountain to the other tip of the mountain, and it was closed by the time I got up there. And so I didn't get to go and do that. So
Yes.
we should go back. It's, I think, also where they filmed 007.
Yes.
So
I'm in.
that
I'm
would
in.
be my next. I mean, Switzerland's so expensive. It might take me a while. But that would be a country, yeah, I'd want to go back to.
Okay, current, like, go-to country. Like, where do you want to go right now? If I could, I mean, you just bought a plane ticket, but if I could give you a plane ticket, you could go anywhere in the world, where you headed off
I
to.
kind of want to go to like Romania, Croatia area. Actually, I take that back. Turkey.
I want to go.
I want to go to Turkey. I just want to hit all of those countries. I want to do, because that would be my next dream trip, is to be able to take that trip and go through,
No,
what are those called?
Middle East.
Middle East, but Bosnia's? No, Bosnia is a country.
Baltics?
I don't know. There's countries.
We'll figure
I would
that out.
want to go from like do the Turkey, Romania, Croatia thing. Like I think there's like a loop that you can take up that has other countries in between.
I've done Croatia.
But there's like a loop. I've heard amazing things. I want
It's
to go
beautiful.
to Croatia.
Slovenia. You would like Slovenia.
Yeah. Slovenia is on there. Yeah, see, I just want to hit all of those in a row. What about you?
I really want to go to Portugal.
Mm.
It's really high on my list right now, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
But I've been thinking a lot about Thailand too.
Ooh, Thailand would be interesting.
Yeah. I want to go hang out with a tiger.
Do it. Okay.
Why not? But people keep talking about Turkey
Mm-hmm.
and like the hot air balloons.
Yeah.
And I want to go see that. So anywhere. Buy me a plane ticket. I'll show up.
Amen.
A dream vacation.
I'm a nature person. Anywhere nature-y. I want to go like. My dream vacation overall would be like we have some downtime. We get to go and like sit by some water or like have kind of a chill time.
Yeah.
But also, I'm very much like, let's go do the adventure things. There's a zip line. If there's a hike, is there?
Yeah, I can't see you sitting
No, I can't. I can't sit still.
at all.
No, I cannot do a beach vacation. First of all, I would burn. I can't sit on the beach, and I can read, but if I'm in a different country, no, you could maybe get 2 hours of me reading to be able to like relax day one, and then that night
That's
I'd
it.
be like, where are we going? What food are we eating? Like, are we like even just to drive around to be like, I want to see what the country is.
Yeah.
What about you?
Anything art. I want to go see. There are certain artworks that I really want to see in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to go find them. Especially
Ooh,
Egypt.
Egypt is on our list.
I want to go to Egypt so bad.
I had someone recommend it the other day.
Really?
Yeah.
So I have a question. What got you into traveling?
Ooh, okay.
I mean, we spent the whole time talking about how we've traveled and how to travel with people, but what got you into it?
This is a good question. So, I had a midlife crisis at 15.
It's like, you're not even midlife yet. How are you having a crisis? All
I
right.
had a crisis at 15 where I really want to be a mom. That's like my dream.
She's ready for it.
I just want to be married and have kids. But at 15, in my head, I am a type A. I had a 5-year plan. And it was like, I knew I was going to graduate when I was 17. I kind of was like, in my head, thought I really want to travel, but I also really want to get married. So I was thinking, there's no way I'm going to like complete my bucket list. Because I was like, I'm going to get married young. I'm going to have kids young. Like, I'm not going to have the money or ability to travel. Joke's on me. Here I am. Over 10 years later. And my school at the time was doing like a big trip. They were going to go over and do Italy, Paris, Greece, I think.
Cool.
It was a ton of money though. And I kind of was like, I don't want to go with the school. Like, I don't want to be like narrowed down to what I'm allowed to go and see and do. And I really wanted to travel. And my mom at the time had a really good friend that was living in Amsterdam. And my mom called her up. So I get this text from my mom in school that's like, so we have the potential ability to send you over to Amsterdam. Would you want to go? I was like, absolutely. So then by the end of the day, I kid you not, by the end of the day, my mom's like, okay, so now there's an opening. You could go to Germany. Would you want to go to Germany? And I was like, heck yeah.
Yeah.
And then by the end, so I was supposed to go for, I think, like 3 weeks. By the end, I went 5 weeks. And it was
15?
at 15. I think I turned like 16 when I was, no, actually, I turned 16 the day I flew home. So I flew to Amsterdam. And the family I was supposed to stay with were actually back in Canada. And so they were like, we can't pick you up at the airport, but we have these great family friends that will. So their family friends picked me up. I stayed with them for the weekend. I then got on a bus and went to Germany with our church group to do EFY. It's like a youth camp for our church. So I went to Germany for a week and did that. And then I came back from Germany, and the family I was supposed to stay with still weren't there. And so they hooked me up with this other family who were like, we need someone to nanny our children for us. Will you come to Switzerland with us? We'll pay your way if you watch our children. And I was like, sign me up. Absolutely. So I went to Switzerland for a week, and then the family was back there for 5 weeks and just fell in love with everything. I fell in love with the culture, fell in love with being able to try different foods, and I loved it. It was so cool to be able to just go and be like, here's the local foods. Like, I came home with a suitcase full of cheese, and I didn't even really love cheese until I traveled. And then I was like, I'm in love with cheese. And I packed my suitcase full of cheese to travel home, and spices, and like all of these amazing things. And
You never very different things home.
we really do. Mine was food. And then I did get like, and I just went and did all of these cool things. But I think I also fell in love with being with the locals because I got to be with families who lived there. So I actually got to go like to church, and I met a ton of kids my age, and kind of figured out what they were doing. I got to go and tour a high school. That just made me feel like I love knowing what it would be like to live in a country without having to live in the country. And then I've traveled like that ever since. Like Italy, I've always tried to stay on like the outskirts, or I've stayed with a local, and like they've shown me what the fun things are to do and what they would do if you were living in the country instead of doing the touristy stuff. So then that was a long story.
I love it.
But that's how I fell in love with it, and I'm just like, I've never stopped. So
I love that.
yeah, what about you?
We traveled a lot as kids.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a lot of road trips. We had our yearly trips. My mom is kind of psycho. I love you dearly. But she'd wake us up in the middle of the night and was like, hey, I packed. We're leaving. Or when I was in college, she would call me and be like, hey, I want to go to New York this weekend. You want to come? I'm like, it's finals. And she's like, so that's a no? And I'm like, yeah, that's a no. So I've always loved the idea of travel.
Yeah.
But I learned I love to travel abroad and travel by myself when I started doing humanitarian. So we spent 2 weeks in Peru. My dad served his mission in Peru, so I always loved it. And I wanted to see it. So the first little bit, we went to like Machu Picchu, and we met different cultures and people, and then we built a school. So I spent my days digging ditches and mixing cement by hand.
That's awesome.
And I loved everything about it.
Yeah.
And I came home and I was talking to my dad, and he's like, you can see how much you've changed in the 2 weeks. And I did another trip similar, and I changed again.
Yeah.
And then I went somewhere else and I changed again. And I think I found out that the more you understand about the world and about cultures and about people, the more you understand about you, and you see things so much clearer. I love the idea of people who you never knew existed becoming so important to you.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I have friends around the world. Even here in London, friends from around the world here.
Yeah.
And had no idea they existed until now. And yet, they're very deeply important to me.
Yeah.
And I've changed because their perspective has changed the way I view the world. And it's not something you can do if you sit at home.
No, it's really not.
I mean, yes, I love to see the culture and the food and the art, and all that's fun. But it's talking to people and experiencing moments that's what got me into travel.
I saw a quote that was like, people change their life more after 2 weeks of travel than they do with years and years of therapy.
Yeah.
Because you just see the world differently. You get different perspectives. I saw a thing that was like, if you want to be afraid of the world, see the news. If you want to see the best in the world, travel.
Oh, I like that.
Because it's like, people are terrified of like, oh, don't go here, don't go there. But it's like,
once you talk to the people who live there,
go do it.
Yeah. So go travel.
Yeah. And even, we are talking about traveling abroad because we are so blessed to be able to do that.
Yeah, especially with how convenient it is here.
But also, like, I also grew up the same, though, is, like, my family road tripped all the time.
Yeah, I love
and
road
we started
trips.
that, like, even just to start local. Go and find something that you have never done that you've always wanted to do in your area. I have a ton of people asking me how we pay for travel. Just to address that, we're broke. Well, I'm broke.
I'm a college student still at 25. I'm broke. Thank you.
We're broke
26.
people. So you just need to know we just budget. That's our priorities is we budget.
Ryanair.
Yeah. We're okay, here's the thing. We're very blessed is I don't think people understand is that if you live in Europe or London, we can get flights for what would the conversion be? Like I just bought a flight for less than $200. We're going for the weekend round trip.
Even that is.
But that's with like the flights now. With the gas prices going up. But like yeah, we can easily get $40 tickets up to Scotland, Ireland, to different countries. So being here, we're not paying thousands of dollars for each trip you see us going on, which really helps find connections. I've known a lot of people in different countries that have let me stay with them. You have points. So you've gotten us hotels for free.
Yeah, I use the Bonvoy. Again, not sponsored, but it should be. I had the Bonvoy card, so I just use my points to help with that.
We also go hungry. That I do when I am traveling. Like I do love food, but I very much am like I'll eat 1 or 2 meals a day.
Or go to a grocery store and buy something cheap.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I do here. I got my crackers. I can live off crackers and Diet Coke.
Yeah. I've also learned that I can live off like the bare minimum in my own home to be able to pay for a flight.
Yeah. It's like where are your priorities at, right?
Yeah. You just budget and you
figure it out.
Yeah.
We had a friend actually who figured out there were buses, like night buses, and so she would do a bunch of countries and she would just sleep on the bus. So she never had to pay for accommodations.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's terrifying to me, but it's ingenious. Yeah. If you're good for that, go for it. There are ways to travel where it doesn't cost an arm and a leg.
There's so many little tips like that.
Yeah.
Travel at night, like take the flight at night so you can arrive in the morning and you could even fly home in the evening. Like at least we can because we're very close to the countries, but
yeah, I mean, I've done 2 countries in a week in a backpack.
Yep.
And
you learn to also live with the bare minimum on trip.
Yeah.
We both just took a backpack because we didn't want to pay for luggage.
Yeah. So it's affordable if you try. I mean, not always, right? Because we had other places we wanted to go.
Mm-hmm.
The reason we ended up in Denmark is because all of our friends were going to Spain.
Yeah.
And the prices were extreme.
The flights were crazy.
And so we're like, we can find trips somewhere else cheaper. Let's do that. So you might have to prioritize, right? How big a deal is it to go at this place at this time?
Mm-hmm.
And if not, go somewhere cheaper.
Also, we went on the off season.
Yeah,
it was freezing cold in Denmark, but it was cheap because we went on the off season.
Because it was freezing cold.
But we missed all of the crowds. There was no lines for anything. So, yeah, it was fantastic in that way. Fictional travel. What book are you reading this week? Do you have a book recommendation? You don't have to have one, but
I'm trying to find one. I've been kind of in a slump this week.
I have just reread a series from Connellan Cosette. I think I'm saying her name wrong, but I can link it in the show notes. But it's very cool. It's like Bible stories, but it like comes to life. So it's like she takes different cool like parts of the Bible that you wouldn't recognize for culture and puts it into context as though you were living that and puts it into many different people's point of views. And anyway, highly recommend. It's a very uplifting, fun book. So I just restarted that and I love it. I think this is like the 3rd time I've reread it. So thought I should share because it's great.
I love how you're reading Bible stories and I read another mafia romance.
Hey, it's not the only book I'm reading. It's just the only one I can recommend right now.
If you want personal recommendations, let me know.
Wink, wink, if you want. Anyway, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us. This has been Never a Dull Moment. As you can tell, we're not boring. We think we're hilarious.
Chat all day.
Next week,
we're going to do more of it, get to know us more. So if you want to connect with us, if you want to ask us any questions, if there's anything you want us to answer, send us a DM or email us. We will link both of those in the show notes.
You can find us on Spotify or YouTube. And yeah, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.